true prophet? Through his fruits. And what a true prophet says will be done, will happen because he spoke from God, not from his own idea. Is it clear? Are you following me? I know some of you seem sleepy because you didn't get enough sleep. It's okay. It is recorded. So later, if you miss some points, you can watch on moragachurch.org. Well, I know it's almost 12:30. I will not talk longer. We will continue during the Bible study or next Sunday. But I want to mention this. Oftentimes, I'm asked whether Beny is a false prophet. And I always answer, you judge it by yourself. You know, when I prepared this, I did little research on Beny and other televangelists. I want to know what they teach, the statements they make. And I want to share it with you, and later you will judge by yourself. Okay? In an interview made by Mr. Hin at the Blaisdell Arena, Honolulu, February 28, 1997, he claims like this, I just quote, "I have seen the presence of God. I have not only felt it, I have not only smelled it, I have seen it with my own eyes. He is more real to me than my own children." Do you know something? That is difficult for me to explain. I'm just gonna tell you. Whenever I talk to him, I see him. I can tell you what he wears. I can tell you what color he has on. I have seen that so many times. I'm talking about regular. When I talk to the Lord at times, I see him wearing, most times I see him blue, beautiful, almost like a showpiece, white all together. You say, when do you see him? I don't know. I just see him. And often when I see him, I know whether he is pleased with me or displeased with me. There has been times when I see him with a smile. Other times I've seen him with a very serious look. Other times I could not really tell. It's almost like a mist around his face. I could not tell. I don't understand why he allows me to see that. But I do. And he speaks to me so clearly. He tells me to say things and do things and pray even for things. You know, I ask him questions that most people probably don't ask him. For example, I said, "Lord, show me my future." Actually, I had a vision. I saw myself as an old man with white hair, and I had a dark suit on with stripes, and my girls, 30s, and they had beautiful curly hair. They look like Dino's wife. You know Dino, pianist? What is her name? Dino's wife? Gary's sister? Sharon. I said, "Lord, how long will I live?" He told me, he said, 69. If you take care of yourself, 73. So I want to buy a treadmill. Unfortunately, we sold already yesterday. I have asked him this kind of things. I have asked him things about people. And there are long testimonies. Wow, it's interesting. He saw God. Even what God wear colors. It's interesting, isn't it? And then he also talked that he met Catherine Coleman and people who have died and prayed for him. And here another thing, Beny predicted that all the homosexuals in America would die by fire in the late 1990s. Did it happen? Beny has confessed that there are 9 beings within the Godhead. 3 beings, 3 theism, each having their own trinity of beings within each. He said on TBN that after his crusade in South America in 2002, that he was certain that he would return to America with video footage of Jesus appearing on stage during the crusades, because Jesus had told him this was going to happen. He also stated that very soon people would no longer need to take their deceased loved ones to the morgue. Instead, they should be placed in front of the television during the airing of TBN, and they would rise from the dead. Well, you judge him by yourself. Did he tell the truth? Did what he said really happen? If we go back to the qualification of true prophets, what a true prophet say will happen, right? Because he spoke from God, not his own idea. Take a look, the fruit. You know he has problem with tax. You know how his lifestyle. And you know how in February his wife filed for divorce. Well, I hope today God helps all of us to know who is the true Christ, who are true prophets. Because Jesus wants us, before his second comings, many false Christs, many false prophets will appear and deceive many of God's children. I don't want any one of you to be deceived. That is why please come to our Bible study this Friday. If you have questions, we will continue. We will discuss Antichrist this Friday. So please come to Pak Teddy's house. Okay? May God help and bless all of us. Let's pray. Before I forget, we will also evaluate, can man see God? Because not only Beny claimed that he saw God, but many ministers today also claim the similar thing. Oh, I met God, I saw his face, and even he took me to heaven. This Friday we will answer from the Bible, what the Bible teaches about those things. Okay? Let's pray. Pak Diman, would you please lead us in prayer?